Hi bro, welcome in today's video. I'm Joelle and I help young skinny fat students to achieve their dream physique so they can feel more confident around people. If you're one of them, I suggest you to check the top link in the description. Today, we're talking about the best way to actually gain muscle as a skinny fat guy. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you my story, my mistakes, so hopefully you can learn from them. And I will suggest you the tactic that I used to build a nice physique. Now, let's get started. When I was 12 years old, I was a skinny fat kid. I was really addicted to video games, to porn, to junk food. I was doing all the bad habits. A day, when I was scrolling on TikTok, a video really motivated me, so I decided to change myself because I didn't want to see myself bad anymore. I wanted a nicer body. I wanted to be more confident with taking my shirt off when I was around the people. So I started training. I was with a friend of mine, and when we were training like I was in a video call with him, and we were just talking about like gym things and like we were motivating each other to do the hard work. But the negative part of this, okay, you see all the positive, okay, we're motivating, I'm with a friend of mine, we're happy, that's fine. But the negative part is that by talking to him, I was wasting a lot of time and I wasn't being focused on what I was doing. So I was wasting a lot of time during the rest of each set. Like, let's say that a rest should last 1 minute. I made it last like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, something like this. So by doing this, I've lost a lot of gains that I could have made if I didn't waste this time. So another mistake that I was doing, another important mistake, was that I wasn't hydrated. So I'm not one of those guys who actually likes like fizzy drinks, Coca-Cola, Fanta, Pepsi, all this shit. I just drink water normally. But at that time, when I was younger, I wasn't drinking water at all. Like, I was drinking maybe 1 liter a day. And you can actually tell that it isn't much. It's pretty much nothing, right? We all know that we need 2 liters of water a day. Another thing is that I wasn't aiming to increase my testosterone. And some of you now will say, well, why you're talking about testosterone when the main part is to achieve a better physique? Well, if you want to achieve a better physique, you need to focus on your testosterone because it plays a big part in growing a bigger and nicer physique. I even remember that what I was doing, like the workouts that were in the apps, like get abs in 30 days. Now it puts a smile on my face, but like there were pretty shitty workouts. Like, you know, they were fun and they were fine, okay, but there was too much cardio and I wasn't doing anything useful. Of course I achieved the results, but they were not the results that I wanted to have. It was just a little part that I achieved in terms of the physique. Of course I was doing like all these exercises in the wrong way. I was injuring myself a lot of times during a week. I was losing a lot of days of actually training because I was injured every 2 weeks. So learn how to do exercises if you want to start actually improving your physique. Learn how to do the exercises first and then train. Don't do what I used to do. Another problem that made me gain less results was the diet, because I was in a stupid deficit diet, and for skinny fat it isn't good to be in a deficit diet. You should stay in a maintenance diet, because if you stay in a maintenance diet, like you replace the old foods that you used to eat with healthier foods, it's great and you're gonna build muscle. If you go on a deficit, you're just too skinny, you don't have muscles, bro. So I suggest you to stay in a maintenance calorie diet so you can possibly build the muscles that you want. Another thing is that I was doing too much cardio. So with these exercises in these apps of getting abs in 30 days, there was like so much cardio, and I didn't even have the time to rest. So it was just stupid shit that I used to do. Then I got into the gym, and things really changed, you know. Of course, I was new, so I had to learn the exercises, but it was easier because I found out all the informations online that could be pretty difficult, but I knew how to search these informations, so I did a pretty good job, and I've learned how to do the exercises in the gym. And I was doing these good hard workouts where I was pushing myself to the limit, to failure, and it is fucking awesome, man. Then I became really hydrated. Like now I'm drinking 3 liters of water a day. Like I'm not saying that I'm like the most hydrated person in the world, but is really good progress from where I was at the time. And 2 liters of water is fantastic. If you can drink more than 2 liters of water a day, you're okay, man. You're gonna get the fastest results. Of course, by doing these workouts, I built a really nice physique. So right now I have the confidence to take my shirt off when I'm around the people, and I don't have to think ever again about my belly, my fat around my muscles. Like now I'm not that lean, but you can actually tell that I have muscles that make my physique look better. And by doing all this, like by staying hydrated, by doing these hard workouts, the diet played a fundamental role in this journey. And by doing all this, I increased even my testosterone, so I have like very high libido, so I just want to fuck, man. And I have this fire of competition. I really want to compete against other men. I want to beat my previous record. I want to be stronger. I want to dominate in this world. So everything good. But how you should actually do? I say to you 1 or 2 things, but let's talk about it in a more precise way. So what you should do. As I was doing, I suggest you to do weightlifting workouts like 3 to 5 times a week. It will be absolutely perfect for you to make optimal gains. And somebody will say like, but can I do like some CrossFit circuit or something like that? I suggest you to do weightlifting. If you want to do CrossFit, it's okay, man. But for you to make the most gains out of it, I suggest you to do weightlifting 3 to 5 times a week. Remember, one day out of these 3 to 5 times, I suggest you to do cardio, and remember, bro, to train core and calves, because I wasn't training these 2 muscular groups when I was at home, and I was making all of these mistakes. So remember core and calves. I suggest you to really train them, because it will make a good difference. Like just imagine if you didn't train core. Like just imagine you're muscular, you're strong, you're very big, but you don't have abs. It isn't that aesthetic, right? So I suggest you to train core, please. As I said before, your diet as a skinny fat student should be a maintenance diet, because it's what I did, and I've made much progress from it when I went to the gym, because I was making all of these mistakes. But when I stopped making these mistakes, I'm really improved with this maintenance calorie diet. So just eat the amount of calories that you were eating, before, but change maybe some of the foods with healthier foods, okay? Of course, you should aim to put in your diet foods that increase your testosterone, so foods that have cholesterol in it, because it's a science thing, but simply cholesterol increases your testosterone, so you're gonna have more gains in your fitness journey. Of course, if you have problems, don't don't abuse like cholesterol, stay in a regular quantity of cholesterol per day, don't go over it, because of course then maybe you will find some health problems, and we don't want that. Okay, when you train, you should aim to this fundamental part that made me gain so much results, and it is progressive overload. What is progressive overload? Well, it's just like increasing the weight after every workout you do. For example, let's say Monday, for example, you have chest day. Like you do 20 kg on the chest press, and you do 10 reps. Next week, I want you to stay maybe or with 20 kg and more reps up to 12 reps, or you increase the weight, so you go maybe 22.5 kilos and you do 10 reps again. So this is called progressive overload. I suggest you to like stay on the same amount of kilos and just increase the reps as you go through it, and then you can add some weight on. So it's just as simple, man. Like in this Monday you do chest press 20 kilos, you do 10 reps. Next week you do 20 kilos, 11 reps. Okay. Another thing that I suggest you is to stay on a 6 to 12 rep range, so you can actually make more gains when you're doing these workouts. So bro, I teach you what you should actually do to make the most gains out of your fitness journey. Remember that if you're a skinny fat student and really wants to improve his physique and wants to be more confident around people, you can check that top link in the description. I see you there. As always, bro, encounter difficulties and overcome them. Mwah.